Hello everyone, welcome back to another video where we are going to be learning the Sicilian defense for the black pieces. In the previous video, you must have watched the Italian opening that we had played for the white pieces. So before we get into the Sicilian defense, I want you all to know that there are going to be many videos coming up for openings, and I want you all to just make a list somewhere as to what openings you are learning. Keep a track of it. Keep a track of how many moves you have learned, how many variations you have looked at. All right. So without any further ado, let us start this video. So the Sicilian defense starts with 1 e4. So you can play Sicilian as black with the move c5, and c5 should only be played in response to e4 if you are playing the Sicilian defense. If you want to play the Sicilian, e4 is compulsory. If your opponent goes for d4, then you cannot play the Sicilian defense here. So e4, and then you have c5. So e4, c5, that's where the Sicilian defense begins. The theory starts, a new set of moves that are there. It's like a whole new world, all right? Unlike what you see in your e4, e5 moves, right? So there's a lot of difference here. Well, the most common response is knight developing to f3 or knight developing to c3. You also have d4, or maybe you have just a c3 push. These are a few variations that you get to see when you play the Sicilian defense in the beginning itself. The most common response that we are going to be covering in this video today is knight to f3. We're going to have other responses in a separate playlist for the Sicilian defense. We're gonna have separate playlists for all the openings. But as you are just beginning chess, let chess be fun, guys. Let's not get into the theory and feel like you're in school and you're learning stuff. You don't have to do that. So all you have to do is just know a couple of moves that will kind of help you get to the middle game, or maybe just help you get to a position where it is pleasant and comfortable for you. Because sometimes what we tend to do is we blunder in the opening itself, and just lose all the motivation to play chess. So this is kind of helpful. Now after knight to f3, now many of you are wondering, what should we play? Many people ask, should we play knight to c6? Well, the answer to that is yes, you can. You can play on knight to c6. There is no problem with that. Can we play a knight to f6? The answer to that is yeah, but it doesn't help much, because now he gets e5, so you don't want to do that. So this is the best, if I be very honest. Another option that you have is to play e6. E6 is also one of the ideas, and another one is d6. D6 is one of the most popular, which gives rise to the open Sicilian with d4. So what I want you all to do for this video only is to uh, kind of remember this d6, right? Kind of a good thing for black, because now after d4, c takes d4, knight takes d4, knight comes out attacking the pawn, knight defends it, and then black gets this opportunity to play one of the most aggressive openings that is out there. I mean, g6, giving rise to what we call as the dragon variation of the Sicilian. And you have another option here, which is a6, giving rise to the Najdorf variation. It's pronounced as Najdorf. So Najdorf variation is like one of the most complicated variations out there. So you have a lot of lines that are there in this, and it has been studied by a lot, and it is named after Miguel Najdorf. All right, so now we're gonna understand why this opening is being played by you as black. Well, let me be honest. All right, Pura, clearly, I'm just being honest here. If you know what you're doing as black, that is only when you're supposed to play this opening. So as a beginner, as someone who doesn't want to learn theory, I just want you to keep this as a good to know information and not play this as black. All right, for now. Once you get kind of into that 800, 900 plus rating, then you can start learning the Sicilian. Or maybe even by the time you're 1400, I don't think it is that necessary for you to play the Sicilian as black. But why do we have this opening? Well, it is the only opening which gives black more fighting chances. Now you'll ask me how? Well, this is the most aggressive openings which starts creating imbalances at the beginning of the game itself. So if you look at the evaluation bar, okay, if I turn this on and we have the evaluation bar here white has slight advantage over here if you see, right? It has a plus 0.3 advantage here. But as moves progress further, you will see that white is always at an advantage, even after all this. So takes, knight comes out. However you play, white is gonna have an advantage here. But if you know the theory, if you know the theory as black, if you have learned everything, then you can outplay your opponent sometimes. Because if he makes a mistake, then you get to play the game. But again, you have to understand what I'm trying to say. White may make a mistake somewhere, alright, because we're not perfect computers here. So that basically helps you win more games when you're playing the Sicilian. That is why people opt to play Sicilian at a higher level in normal. If you play your knight out here, then this is one of the most famous openings being played nowadays by modern grandmasters. The reason being, this is kind of the best move. Knight coming out is the best move, and this is one of the moves that is there. You have other options as well. You can develop a knight. You can go here as well as white. But um, in general, guys, after looking at all of this, you must be confused. Should I play this? Why am I watching the video? Well, it's just good to know information, guys. For now, you can just add these moves to your repertoire, what I call, which everyone calls, which means you're just adding it to your list of openings. You have it with you, and sometimes you can reach these positions and just have a nice game. I wouldn't recommend you all to sit and learn theory right now, but definitely at one point when you are improving, you have to learn the theory. It's fun to learn the theory when you are kind of doing good in chess, but right now we're just beginning, so थोड़ा सा boring लगेगा. That is why I am saying you all to kind of chill, and that's about it from this video. We're gonna look at openings for beginners in detail. For instance, the Italian opening, which is there's an entire playlist that's gonna come on various traps, tactics, and various ideas that you can have as black and white in the Italian game, because Italian game is being played a lot, right? Especially at the beginner stage, because it's just so simple, right? It's just so simple to start attacking from the beginning and expect inaccuracies from your opponent. So we're going to discuss all of it in detail in the coming videos, not only the Italian game, but various other openings, right? So there's an entire playlist that's going to come for openings. We're going to have separate opening playlists, and that will kind of help you kickstart your game. When you have your openings in place, then you can have a good middle game and end game. Obviously, these things are also to be taken care of, and we're gonna have videos on this channel. So quickly subscribe, like this video for more videos, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye bye.